Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tune In English, the podcast where you learn natural, everyday English through real conversations. I'm Adam.
And I'm Anna. Today we're talking about something simple but extremely useful, how to talk about the weather in English. It might sound basic, but honestly, weather is one of the most common conversation topics in the world.
That's absolutely true. You can meet someone for the first time, and within 10 seconds, someone will probably mention the weather.
Exactly. It's the easiest way to start a conversation without feeling awkward. You don't need to know anything personal about the other person. Everyone experiences the weather, so everyone can talk about it.
Speaking of weather, Anna, how are you feeling today?
Honestly, I'm a bit tired. I looked outside this morning and everything was gray and rainy. You know those mornings when the sky is dark, the air feels cold, and you just want to stay in bed?
Oh, yes, I know exactly what you mean. Rainy mornings make it so hard to get up. Sometimes I hear the rain hitting the window and I think, maybe I should sleep another hour.
Same here. I almost did that today. I just wanted to pull the blanket over my head and go back to sleep.
It's interesting how much weather affects our mood. When it's sunny, I usually feel energetic and motivated. But when it's rainy or cloudy, I feel slower, like my brain needs extra time to wake up.
I feel the same way. On bright, sunny days, I wake up and immediately feel ready to do things, go for a walk, meet friends, or just start working. But on rainy days, everything feels quieter and slower.
And that's actually why today's topic is so useful, because weather is not just vocabulary, it's something people talk about every day, in the office, on the bus, in cafes, even in elevators.
Yes. Imagine you're standing next to someone in an elevator. It's silent. That silence can feel uncomfortable, right?
Definitely.
So you can simply say, "Wow, it's really hot today," or "Looks like it might rain later." Just like that, the conversation begins.
In some countries, especially in places like the UK, people talk about the weather constantly. You can sit next to a stranger on the train and someone will say, "Terrible weather today, isn't it?"
And the other person will almost always answer, "Yeah, it's awful," or "I know, I hope it improves tomorrow." It's an instant connection.
So today, we're going to help you feel comfortable talking about weather in simple, natural English. No complicated words, just everyday expressions you can start using immediately.
Let's begin with a simple question. Adam, what kind of weather do you like the most?
That's easy for me. I love warm, sunny weather. Not extremely hot, but warm enough that you can wear a t-shirt and feel comfortable outside.
See, that's interesting because I'm the opposite. I actually prefer cool, slightly cloudy days. I like it when there's a gentle breeze and the temperature feels fresh.
A breeze is a great word to know. It means a soft, light wind, not strong enough to blow things around, just enough to feel refreshing.
Exactly. Strong wind can be annoying, but a gentle breeze feels relaxing, especially when you're walking outside or sitting in a park.
Let's ask our listeners too. Think about it for a moment. What kind of weather do you like most? Hot weather, cold weather, rainy days, sunny days?
And here's another interesting question. Does the weather change your mood? For many people, it definitely does.
For me, sunshine makes me feel productive. I feel like I want to go outside, exercise, and get things done.
Rain makes me feel calm, but also sleepy. Sometimes I actually enjoy rainy afternoons when I can stay indoors, drink tea, and read a book.
That sounds cozy.
It really is. So now that we're thinking about weather, let's start with the most basic question you can ask someone. How's the weather?
Very simple. Another common version is, what's the weather like? Both questions mean the same thing, and you'll hear them everywhere.
And answering is easy. You just describe what you see outside. For example, it's sunny, it's cloudy, or it's raining.
Let's practice. Anna, how's the weather where you are right now?
Let me look outside. It's cloudy and it looks like it might rain later. The sky is very dark.
Perfect answer. Short, natural, and clear. You described the current weather and added a small prediction.
Your turn. Adam, what's the weather like today?
Today, it's warm and sunny, which makes me very happy. It's my favorite kind of day.
Of course it is. You and your sunshine.
Hey, warm weather is the best.
Well, we'll see about that. Some people definitely disagree. Since we're talking about different preferences, this is a great moment to learn some temperature words that people use every day.
These words help you describe how the air feels.
Right. The most common ones are hot, warm, cool, cold, and freezing. These 5 words cover most everyday situations.
Let's explain them one by one. First, hot. When something is hot, the temperature is very high and usually a bit uncomfortable.
For example, you might say, "It's so hot today, I can't stop sweating." That usually means the temperature feels too strong.
Then we have warm, which is much more comfortable. Warm weather feels pleasant, not too hot and not too cold.
Exactly. If someone says, "It's warm outside," it usually sounds positive. It suggests a comfortable, enjoyable temperature.
Next is cool. Cool means slightly cold, but still comfortable. For example, it's cool this evening. I might bring a light jacket.
After that comes cold, which means the temperature is low and you probably need heavier clothes.
And finally, freezing, which means extremely cold. When people say, "I'm freezing," they usually mean they feel very, very cold, even if the temperature isn't actually below zero.
That's a good point. Sometimes freezing is just an exaggeration. People use it to express strong feelings. Now let's move from temperature to sky conditions. One of the most common words is sunny. If the sun is shining brightly, you can say, "It's sunny today."
Another very common word is cloudy, which means the sky is covered with clouds. Sometimes the clouds are light and sometimes they're dark and heavy.
When water is falling from the sky, we say, "It's raining." You can also say, "It's rainy," but "it's raining" is more common in conversation.
And when the rain is very heavy, you can say it's pouring or it's pouring rain. That means the rain is coming down strongly.
There's also a funny English expression. "It's raining cats and dogs." It sounds strange, but it simply means it's raining very heavily.
No animals are actually falling from the sky, of course. It's just an idiom, an expression that doesn't mean exactly what the words say.
English has many funny expressions like that, and learning them makes your English sound more natural.
Let's not forget about snow. When snow is falling, we say it's snowing. And when the ground is covered with snow, we can say it's snowy.
Snow can be beautiful, especially when it first falls. Everything becomes quiet, white, and peaceful.
That's true, but after a long winter, many people start wishing for warmer days.
Another important word is windy. When there's a lot of wind, we say, "It's windy today."
Wind can be refreshing sometimes, but strong wind can also be annoying, especially if you're trying to use an umbrella.
Oh yes, when the wind is strong, umbrellas often turn inside out. That's one of the most frustrating things.
So true. Now, sometimes the weather changes many times in a single day. Maybe it's sunny in the morning, rainy in the afternoon, and windy at night.
When that happens, sometimes people say, "We're having 4 seasons in one day." It means the weather keeps changing again and again.
That's a great expression to remember, especially if you live in a place where the weather is unpredictable.
Speaking of unpredictable weather, many people check the weather forecast every morning. Adam, do you check it often?
Every single day. It's usually one of the first things I look at on my phone because it helps me decide what to wear.
Same here. If the forecast says rain, I bring an umbrella. If it says it will be cold, I wear a heavier jacket.
You can ask someone, "Did you check the weather forecast?" or "What's the forecast for today?"
And the answer might be something like, "It's supposed to rain this afternoon." That phrase, "supposed to," means the forecast predicts it.
Of course, forecasts are not always correct. Sometimes the forecast says sunny and then it rains all day.
Yes, weather can be very unpredictable, which means it's hard to guess what will happen.
That unpredictability is one reason people talk about weather so much. It's always changing and everyone has an opinion about it.
Exactly. And now that we know how to describe daily weather, let's talk about something bigger, the 4 seasons.
Most places experience spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and each season has its own weather patterns and vocabulary.
In some countries, people also call autumn by another name, fall. Both words mean the same season.
That's right. Autumn is more common in British English, while fall is more common in American English.
Adam, what's your favorite season?
Definitely summer. I love long days, warm evenings, and spending time outdoors.
That doesn't surprise me at all. You're clearly a sunshine person.
And what about you?
I think my favorite season is autumn because the air feels cool and comfortable and the leaves change beautiful colors.
That really is a lovely time of year. Each season really has its own feeling, doesn't it? Spring feels fresh, summer feels energetic, autumn feels calm, and winter often feels quiet and peaceful.
That's a great way to describe it. In spring, flowers start blooming, trees become green again, and the weather slowly becomes warmer. Many people feel happy in spring because it feels like a new beginning.
I like that idea, the world waking up after winter. Then comes summer, which usually brings the hottest temperatures of the year, longer days, and lots of outdoor activities like swimming, picnics, and traveling.
After that comes autumn, when the air becomes cooler and leaves change colors, red, orange, and yellow. Many people enjoy autumn because the weather is comfortable, not too hot and not too cold.
And finally, winter, the coldest season. In some places, it brings snow and shorter days. People often spend more time indoors, drinking hot drinks and staying warm.
Weather doesn't just affect what we wear or what we do, it also affects how we feel. Some people feel less energetic in winter because there's less sunlight.
That's sometimes called seasonal depression, when people feel sad or low during darker months. It shows how powerful weather can be in our daily lives.
Exactly. And because weather is so connected to daily life, it naturally appears in many conversations. Let's practice a short example conversation.
Good idea. Imagine we're meeting at a cafe. I'll start. Hey, Anna, how are you today?
I'm good, but wow, this rain is really heavy today.
I know, I got completely soaked walking here.
Oh no, didn't you bring an umbrella?
I did, but the wind was so strong that the umbrella turned inside out.
That happens all the time. And see how naturally weather became part of the conversation? We didn't plan it, it just happened.
Exactly. Weather is often connected to daily experiences, like getting wet in the rain, feeling too hot, or dressing for cold weather.
Let's try another short example. This time, imagine we're talking about weekend plans. Adam, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm thinking about going to the beach. Do you want to join?
That sounds fun, but did you check the weather forecast?
Yes, it's supposed to be sunny and warm all weekend.
Perfect beach weather. I'll definitely come.
Again, weather becomes part of the conversation naturally because it affects our plans.
Now, let's learn a few common weather-related expressions that native speakers use.
One very useful expression is under the weather. If someone says, I'm feeling under the weather, it means they feel sick or not very well.
For example, I can't go to work today. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. It sounds polite and natural.
Another expression is every cloud has a silver lining. This means that even in a bad situation, there is usually something positive.
For instance, if your outdoor event gets canceled because of rain, you might say, every cloud has a silver lining. At least we can relax indoors together.
That's a very optimistic way of thinking.
Here's another useful phrase. Come rain or shine. It means you will do something no matter what happens, even if the weather is bad.
For example, I'll be at the meeting tomorrow, come rain or shine. That shows commitment.
These expressions are great because they make your English sound more natural and expressive.
Let's also talk about small talk because weather is one of the most common small talk topics.
Small talk is light, casual conversation, not deep or serious discussions. It's what people use when meeting someone new or when standing together for a short time.
For example, when you're waiting in line, you might say, nice weather today, or it's really windy out there.
And the other person might respond, yes, it's beautiful, or I hope the rain stops soon. Just like that, the conversation begins.
This is often called breaking the ice, which means starting a conversation in a friendly way.
Weather is perfect for breaking the ice because everyone has an opinion about it. Some people love heat, others love cold, and many people enjoy talking about it, even complaining about it.
Complaining about the weather is actually a common way people connect. Saying, it's so hot today, often leads someone else to say, I know, I can't stand this heat.
Exactly. Even simple comments create small connections between people.
So today we've explored basic weather vocabulary, seasonal descriptions, useful expressions, and how weather naturally appears in daily conversations.
The most important thing is practice. Try using one or two of today's phrases the next time you talk to someone in English. Maybe, nice day today, or looks like it might rain later.
Small sentences can lead to real conversations, and real conversations are the best way to improve your English.
Thanks for listening to Tune In English today. We hope you learned something useful and feel more confident talking about the weather.
Tell us in the comments, what's the weather like where you are today?
Keep practicing, keep listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone.
Bye!